Hello there folks, Marshall here, and welcome to my first video of 2019. This time, to run you through the new ranked 1v1 season in Planetary Annihilation. It is important to note that this season is a first for PA in that there are cash prizes. 1,000 United States dollars for the player ranked Uber 1 at the end of the season, and there are also 5 $100 prizes which will go to the most active player in each of the ranked tiers. So even if you aren't quite Uber Pro, so long as you keep playing, you're in with a shot at this prize. Who knows, you may surprise yourself with how much you improve over time and may find yourself playing with the higher ups before long. Be sure to join not only PA's official Discord, but also the PA Academy Discord to interact and play with and learn from the community, including those aforementioned pros. Now, let's get to our map pool for a total of 15 ranked maps. 4 maps from the previous season are being carried over as they were added halfway through for variety, but the remaining 11 are brand new maps made by community mapmaker Grand Homie and myself. Let's take a look. The first of the following 4 maps, returning from the previous season, Singe has had a few minor edits, but still poses a few unique challenges. Large in size and even includes a small lake to cater for a range of strategies. Enfer, a child of Forge and Forgery, there are many routes to expand here, many clumps of metal to play for and lock down. Oh, and don't forget the flanks and even the sneaky lava approach for locusts or even base transport drops. Lugarn, a laned map of sorts, with tactics varying from naval play to early claiming of expansions. Let's just be sure to always be aware of your opponent's movements. And again, that really goes for any of these maps. The last of the familiar, the Marn, the Moon, is like Rock's evil twin. A similar starting layout, but that's about where the similarities end. Elsewhere are clumps of metal for prime expansion. Air is good here, as is a combo of vehicles and bots depending on if you want to focus on encirclement or a strong push. With all of the following new maps, be mindful of how you may use air, land, and naval in tandem to your advantage. Aquilaris is this season's map to focus on naval play. Do you love spamming subs? Well, then this is your map. Only be careful, it's not like Pacific. It's much larger, has some metal which is only accessible by air, and also gives the possibility of some land play. Did I hear slammers and locusts in a naval game? We'll have to wait and see. The smallest of the maps in this pool, Syntax 3, is all about fast-paced action around a metal sphere. Expand fast, attack faster, and expect your comfortable meta you hold so dear to be thrown right out of the window. Bulkhead has a unique aesthetic among these maps, and not quite Metal Planet. The poles are off limits to land units. This limits the area of play, but there are essentially 2 ways of attack between bases. A short route with less metal, or a longer, more resource-rich route. Disclaimer, deaths from extensive turtling is a high possibility should you partake in such activities. Geonosis, a barren planet, has rather localized expansions away from your spawn. Get to them and lock them down, and be sure to make use of the terrain for some interesting tactics. Hint, units with firing arcs don't need to take turrets head-on. Canyon is a large lava planet which challenges players to both expand and protect those expansions at the same time as raiding effectively. Some metal is air only, but lava maps are good for locusts. Niflhel. It's a lava planet. Wait, it's an ice planet. Wait, but it's got water. Yeah, it's pretty. But once you get over the scenery, there's a challenging map to grapple with. Interconnecting paths make for crucial choke points and flanking routes. And as is a recurring feature in this map pool, we have some air-only metal for you too. Disparity offers two distinct spawns in a 1v1 with the potential for some closer quarters combat on the front lines with expansion to the rear, or a polar spawn with an immediate focus on air and naval play with a challenge to race to the front lines if your opponent chose a different spawn. Make sure you know where your opponent has spawned so you can strategize accordingly. Tartarus, the underworld in Greek mythology. This map is no different. Also a place of torment and struggle. Tartarus has many narrow snaking paths between players. It's only benevolent to you in the conveniently defensible proximal resource expansions. Lost Temple adapts a few features from existing maps, such as the Gully, as a direct, narrow corridor between bases. Elsewhere, you will find a lake to contest or a wide area of forest and land expansion. Do not neglect the lake. Many a player have fallen foul of naval pushes to their rear. Oh, and look at those juicy trees to reclaim for a resource boost. The Ardennes, a patchwork of biomes. The Ardennes features snowy spawns, defensible mountain expansions, but also some sparse equatorial resources. Oh, and yet more air-only metal. Enjoy. Riddler, my personal favourite, is a small asteroid for frantic skirmishes. Expansions are close and far. Choke points are everywhere. Strategic advantages are key, such as air access metal sites. I half expect vehicles and turrets to be quite strong on this map, but who knows? Oh, and watch out for the asteroids. There's a lot of new maps to get to grips with there, and I'm sure it'll take some time for the dust to settle, so to speak. But it's quite exciting to have not only PA's first ranked cash prize, but also such a shake-up in the ranked maps. Now is the optimum time to get into ranked play, whether you're a new player or would be returning to the fray. I personally hope you enjoy these new maps and find them fun and challenging. Grand Homie and I spent a lot of time and effort on them, and we, including PA Inc., will be seeking feedback in due course. But for now, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I may well see you in ranked. That is, if I can get some free time. Frustrated face.